What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back in the Outerplane. So I wanted to come back and show you some of the stuff that we have unlocked, and there's actually a lot that you unlock early. And I can already just say that this is a banger. I should have said it last video, but this is 100% a banger, and there's a lot of cool things that you can get and add in here. So let's go right into that right away. So one of the first cool things is that you can transcend the character relatively early, which is Ava, and she's one of the MCs. She's the mech, or the mechanical robot girl right here. That is a robot girl. She basically is Mercedes. She's literally just Mercedes at this point, and can transcend her up, which unlocks her burst level 2, which is pretty useful. So when you have her at her particular point in the fight where she can actually burst, you can actually get the burst level 2 with her, which is pretty nice. And as you can see right here, we have done 100% of the side story. The side story will give you the opportunity to get parts of her the whole entire time, and once you get to 27, you get 30 in total, plus all the currency that you get from here. And it's actually a pretty cool story for the side story, what's going on. Like, that's what pretty much why I said this is it's pretty much Raz and Mercedes all over again in a different type. It just in slightly altered, but it's still kind of the same story. If we didn't know Epic 7 existed, this game would basically be in the spot of Epic 7. It's just Epic 7, but more modern, and actually a lot more intuitive. It's like they used all the stuff that they learned and got better, pretty much. And it's in 3D on top of that, which a lot of people who were put off by that. I used to always see that with Epic 7. Everybody used to complain that, you know, it needs to be 3D, it'd be really hot. So here you go, right here. All right, so what we also unlocked, let's see if I can do it with this. Let's do it with this one. Reforging, which is the way that they use gear in this game. Now, what you can reforge, which you should never reforge, is excuse me, a gray weapon, because it's just not worth it. It only has one stat. But what that does is, as you can see, it has different pings, and that you can upgrade the pings and make the individual stats stronger. So you have to worry about whether the gear itself is actually worth doing that. And if you see something like this isn't worth doing. You can also breakthrough, which pushes the gear up, which allows you to get more reforge tries as well. So let's actually show a better weapon. So you have legendary weapons, which you get actually from story and from Ava's quest, which I'll show you in a bit about how important that is and what that's actually doing to make the game better. So as you can see, we can reforge this, and it has crit defense, accuracy, and more defense. Raw flat stat defense, you definitely don't want it to go into that. And you also see that there's an item that you can get and where you can actually get. It's pretty intuitive, again, where you can actually get this stuff. You can literally just bam, and it'll tell you mission right here. Again, will tell you. So yeah, let's go back in over here. So you have defense, speed again over here on this one, evasion, and attack. You don't want anything to go into that raw attack right there. You really have no choice in this RNG. For whatever reason, they want to bring back RNG. Like, anybody actually like that, but it can go into any one of these stats. So preferably you want to roll into maybe speed or maybe evasion. The defense stat is kind of like meh. Again, you want percentages. Raw stats is never ever good. I don't think there's ever been a game where it's good. So that's really just there to make you waste resources and currency, if we're being honest. So just to show you guys, we'll use a green weapon right here. And you see effectiveness and evasion. So if I hit reforge, it's going to go into one, or bring a new stat in, which it brought in HP, which is actually really good. And then it brought in raw defense. That's not really good. You see, we're done on that, and we can't go any further. In order to go further, you need the breakthrough, which I don't have unlocked right now, but that's the way it works. which is pretty cool. Now we also have the base. The base builds up, as you guys can see right here. You get per like 1 currency per 3 hours, and then one of these per time. Now I can't actually take anything out of this way. You can see I actually can't take anything. You should be able to, but I guess you have to wait for the 6 hours. But anyway, you have a search team, which we need another one of these to actually unlock. In order to unlock this, it's free, so make sure that when you come in and you unlock it, you just click it, because the game won't do it for you. It just comes in and says, hey, this is open, this is base. I had to come back in here like literally like an hour later and open it, because I was like, why did I go on base and didn't get anything? So I came back in here and then actually clicked it, and then yeah. Then you have supplier, which you see antimatter and gold. And then Kate's workshop is also opened up as well, which that Kate's workshop, I believe, is for gear. And then she has the ability to actually upgrade things over time, which is going to cost you more of these. So if you want to increase this, increase the reward max accumulation by 60 minutes again, which I'm assuming that's going to make this take longer, which I don't have any problem with that. And awards line material growth, you can upgrade that as well. And that adds roll on clear tickets, which clear tickets is obviously skip tickets. So did that improve that? Yeah, it made it up to 7 hours, which I have no problem with that. That makes it less time that you have to actually come back, which is good that you get to choose that. Now, Averys' guide quest, what this essentially does is this teaches you the game, and it does it in a speedy and efficient manner. So like if you needed anything particular to learn, like you see, it'll push you through all the areas and get you gear. Same thing right here. And then you see legendary gear on the bottom as well that you can actually build up over time, which is pretty cool to actually do that early. That's something that they learned. People need gear early, so do it early and teach early. What Epic 7 does kind of badly is that it teaches late. Like it just allows you to just, you're having fun, your story quests and everything else, but you learn stuff like medium to end game, and by that time you have habits and you have so many characters that it's too late by that point. And that's because Epic 7 initially was made like 78 years ago and then officially came out like 3 or 4 years ago, so it's dated, and it's still dated to this point, and they haven't really changed that. But this game, they obviously it's not dated. Like they're going towards the more modern way of actually doing it, where they're teaching you early, and then you learn everything early. You learn how to gear properly early. You learn how to make the gear properly early. And that ends up for a better game experience, where more of the community knows what the hell they're doing from the start, compared to literally getting the end game, like spending like a month in the game and you don't know what the hell to do. So that's a problem with early gacha games, and everybody learned. You just have to teach people early to get rid of that. That's not really a problem now, but 3 or 4 years ago it was. Now with that said, we're up to chapter 3, as you guys can see. And let's just go in and let you see the way things are currently, where we're at right now. In order to do most of the stuff early in the game, all you really have to do is gear the characters, that's why you only see like the one weapon, where I increased the weapon and didn't increase the actual normal gear, because you don't need to. With just the levels and the weapon increases and the gear they gave, you see I overpower the content already, so there's no reason to waste any resources on that. And that's the way that the original Epic 7 works, and kind of almost every single gacha game in general kind of works like this, where you just don't have to go crazy like that. Also, the way that quests work in this game is that they're gonna actually ask you to go and do like mage, like include a mage in this, include a a archer in this. Make sure you have knights in this. Make sure you have this element, kind of the same way that Epic 7, you know, did it as well. Also, I want to show one thing that the game does a little bit different than Epic 7, which I like, which is going to make interesting builds after we do this, and then we'll wrap at that because that's all that I've unlocked for the most part right now. I'm going to keep going and just see all the systems and anything like cool that I see. I will relay that. Also, it's pretty crazy. You guys actually made the first Outerplane video a viral video. It actually went off. Like YouTube actually told me, like this is getting like a substantial. I was like, huh? I haven't seen that actually in a while, to be honest with you. So thank you for that. Let's get it. Like the swag on this game is amazing, and what I mean by swag, people don't really actually there's something else I need to show that I didn't show. We'll let this rock, so the video is gonna have to be a little bit longer. I'm sorry, I guess I got a cold. I have a new computer set up this weekend to do too. Oh my god, there's just so much stuff this weekend. But we'll rock. We'll do our things out here. And he's broke. And I like how the AI knows that once they're in break to do the team combo. I love like what 100% I'm rerolling for. I don't care. Like, it must be her and only her. Alright, so we're gonna skip that. That character has so much style. When they made her, they did a good job. Alright, so we're gonna go into challenge, and you notice over here challenge, we got bounty hunter for gold, bandit chase is EXP for food, upgrade stone is how you upgrade your characters and limit break them out of their level caps. And we don't have a special identification open or Archdemon Ruins, you know, enhancement tool. But we do have Skyward Tower. Now, Skyward Tower, as you guys can see, this is also one of the quests I need to do. As you climb up through, you get all the goodies, which is limit breaking, EXP, gold, gear. And as you push all the way through, all the way up the top, you do see that it does have a cooldown. And eventually it's going to reach all the way up to 70. But ecological study is your hunts. Remember hunts? Remember the stuff that we hate? Like, that you literally look at for 1,000,000 times a month? So here's hunts. And you see that you can get HP gear, superior to legendary, all type of stuff. And it's going to roll different types of stats. I will show you it, because it doesn't take that long, especially if you do stage 1. And you definitely want to do this. And the one thing I noticed that's interesting is that the legendary gear grows with you. So that's a definitely interesting way of doing it, where it just gets stronger and grows and gets stronger as you upgrade it and get more pieces to it and throw things into it. So that lowers the gear grind somewhat, like big time, which I guess they learned a little bit. Here's the boss, and we're doing that Raid Shadow Legends kind of look. Getting some G hits in. Boss even does amazing stuff. The transformation it had. This MC might be one of the cooler MCs that we hadn't gotten in a long time. He very much looks like Kirito, but he's just like a cool character. Cool Gantz looking. He has a transforming shield weapon. Thank you for that. And I also noticed, as you guys can see right there, that they're starting to do duo combos too, which is definitely cool. So they are getting like the combo breaks, and they must not have enough charge for the team attack. They are getting breaks in though. He's pretty much dead. So. Wow, that killed? Interesting. Okay, so we did get some legendary boots. All right, so I can, what I'm going to initially do is, oh, that's the bonus actually. So I can't get that anymore because there's a limit that I'm going to show you. It can still drop, but that was just the bonus drop. You see the 01 on the top, so that was my bonus drop, and that's it. But you see there's different bosses as well you can go and fight. And then you have the combination, which is like the both of them. Like, wow. And then look, the monster is covering her breast. That's pointing that out. That's okay. But anyway, the one thing that I wanted to show you is let's do it with this one. I don't think I can actually put this on yet though. But if you notice, if the legendaries, the weapons have different things that they can give. Like this one has cycle, which gives 50% chance to reduce the cooldown. This one is rescue, recovers HP of ally when using the burst skill. This is going to have some interesting stuff that is going to be, that's going to change how builds do. You're going to be able to do some cool stuff with this. This might be the best part of the game in my opinion right here. Like this one has a chance to increase attack by 30% for one turn when entering battle. What? That's kind of situational and it may not always go off, but this says level 1, so it might be able to get stronger. You can just automatically have this get strong. Like you just come in and then you can maybe even get turns longer. So this is gonna be some good stuff right here, man. I can't wait to make some interesting fun builds. It doesn't appear to have this as far as the armor, but the accessories and the weapons appear to have that, so that's cool. So that's all I got for you guys. Be legendary. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we're gonna keep rocking it for as much as possible. I'll probably exhaust all the content that this is gonna have because I'm interested to see how gear is gonna work. Gear is the one reason why I'm doing this right now. That's it. I already know this is gonna be like Epic 7, and that's cool and everything, and I'm digging it. But the gear is what's making me do this right now. I want to know how easy it is to make and build gear because Epic 7 is still ancient when it comes to that, and I still hate it. I went, just because of this game, I went back to Epic 7 and looked at it again, and the gear still is ass. It's still, you still have 100 damn characters, and it take 1 month to gear 1 character. Like, what is Smilegate doing with that game? Like, anyway, I'll catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Peace. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.